Greetings. Welcome to the lecture series on classical mechanics. In that series, we'll discuss the concept of classical mechanics from basic to advanced level. This series is for undergraduate student and the postgraduate student as well. As this is an introductory video to the lecture, so in that video, we'll understand what to study and from where to study. With every lecture we'll provide some study materials in their description box, so if you think if you want to study from there, you can also study from there. Let's start with the syllabus first. Let's explore our syllabus. We'll start with the kinematics and projectile motion, what is very fundamental and basic in classical mechanics. Then we'll go to the Newton's law of motion, then oscillation, then conservation of energy and momentum. After that, we'll reach the Lagrangian method, what we call Lagrangian formulation, then central forces, the force between two bodies, then angular momentum. Two type of angular momentum we will study, constant and the general. Then theory of relativity, again two type of relativity we will study, the kinematics and the dynamics, then four vector, and we'll end it up our lecture series with the general theory of relativity. After knowing what to know, and another important question for us is how and from where to know. We are suggesting some books here, but we are not saying that these books are ultimate. You may have any standard book from the market, and you may also have our study materials. You can study from there too. Let's start with our first book, Classical Mechanics by Goldstein. This is really a good book. It is for advanced students. A lot of advanced topics are there. So if you think that you are an advanced student, you may have it. Our next book is Introduction to Classical Mechanics by David Morin. This is really an interesting book because a lot of problems are there, and most importantly, lots of theory there what are in problem formats. So it will be a very fun way to solving problem and understanding mechanics. Our last one is The Feynman Lecture on Physics, Volume 1. This is a good book for the beginner. A lot of basic concepts are there in very basic way. So if you are beginner, you find physics difficulty, you may have this one too. But only understanding physics will not make your concept clearly. So more you solve problem, you will have more clearer concept. Let's have some practice book. The first one of our is Problem and Solution on Mechanics by Y.K. Lim. It is a good book, but a lot of advanced problems are there. So if you think that you are not that much advanced student, you may have the Theoretical Mechanics but by Speisel. This is also a good book. A lot of problems are there, but make sure that you practice a lot problems, because more you practice, you will have more clarity on the concept. Okay, thank you for watching. Let's meet our first lecture on kinematics.